So we've just come down to the port and the boys were unloading their boat and their clutch started slipping in their car. So we just giving it a winch out. Skull dragging up the beach a bit more. What could possibly go wrong? Jockey wheel looks up. Yeah, that looks a bit toast now.
Yeah, we might be able to see if we...
So the old carbon winch has done its job again. We've destroyed the jockey wheel, but we've got the trailer out of the water. So the boys are from All Aussie 4 Adventures doing a bit of a doco. So we'll get some footage and stuff. So this is Owen from the Malcolm Douglas Croc Farm. Is that the one?
That's the one, yeah.
Yeah. So we've just buffed up his jockey wheel a little bit. It's a bit more aerodynamic now.
I like its new look, to be fair.
Yeah. So we've just got him out. The tide's turned a bit, but we're just sitting up here now. We just come down to the port for a quick drive out. So we'll get him out, do a bit of an interview, and might shoot down maybe this arvo or tomorrow and go see the croc farm. There you go, won't have any problems now.
Yeah, we won't get bogged down.
Outback Chronicles have got your back.
We're going to get on the road.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Yeah.
Flat load again. Well, it started off as a very unlucky morning and then turned into a lucky one, just how we came along. Thank you, Howie.
You're welcome, mate.
He brought along his Chevy here, 2500 with a 20-ton winch on the front, and that was plenty to manage to get the trailer up and out, and we've got it back on the control now. We're going to go fishing, but before we do that, I've spotted something on your car, a D-cell system. So let's go and have a look at that.
Yeah, that's...
Alright, so the trailer's back on the car and we can finally get out and go fishing.
Good work.
Howie.
That hurt. I'm blaming him.
But before we go fishing, I've spotted something pretty cool in your car.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. We've got a D-cell on the old Chevy. Come and have a look and see how it works. So this is a Watermakers Australia setup. All the time here on the back. We've got 3 filters on the back, all from the ocean, and pick-up pump.
Yeah.
Comes through the first filter, which is 90 micron. It's got an auto dump valve on it, so we dump the main what's there now. It goes through a 10 and a 5. And then around this side, we've got the carbon pressure washer that's hooked up into it to give us up to 800 psi water pressure. So we'll go through the RO system, and then that out the other side, we can go over this side, we've got the control box.
You're taking off grid to a whole new level here. You just sit at the beach for months on end.
Oh, we were down at Gun Point. I made Jessica, we made a pool, had fresh water in it. People would just wonder what we were doing, pool and watching the band and stuff. But up here we've got the control panel. Basically we can control the flow of the water comes through the system, and then it comes out of that, goes through a UV filter. It's got a total dissolved solids monitor. Comes out of that. The brackish water comes out the back here. Yeah, like just a hose connection on, so I can throw it away from the car. Then it comes out of the
vehicle.
Yeah, 100%. Then down here we've just got a little ball valve set up on the tap, and then we throw the 140 litre water bladder in the back, and then we just run back to the van, put the van up, sit at the beach, and just eating.
That is incredible for so many reasons. I mean, you can spend longer times out off grid, out away from the towns where you might need to go and fill up water.
That's
You
right.
wash your car, your caravan down.
100%.
What an addition. That's incredible.
One of the best things I like about it is that, like, you're sitting camping on the beach, you don't have to drive an hour and then another hour back. That's 2 hours in time sitting fishing or doing something else on the beach. So, works really good, Dave. Really happy with that.
Well, thanks for pulling us out.
No worries,
Thanks for
mate.
showing us some diesel, and we better get
good.
fishing.
No worries. Good luck. Good luck out there.
What do you reckon?
Yeah, that's right. Just after that little saltwater winch recovery, just pulled all my winch back out and just giving it a bit of a wash, giving it a hose, get all the salt off it, and I've hosed all my, washed all my recovery gear. Just don't want that salt to get all crystallised into the rope and stuff, cause damage. Check. G'day, Howie here. I've got a car full of people, so today we're off to Malcolm Douglas Croc Farm, and we're going to go down there and see how it's all run down there. We helped Owen out the other day. Owen Douglas, he's the nephew. Is that how it goes? I'm not really good with... His grandpa, anyway, was Malcolm Douglas, and his dad is Malcolm's son. I think his name's Lachlan. Anyway, we're going to go down there and have a bit of a look and see what's going on. Jackie's really impressed to get into it and have a look down there and see the snappies. Aren't you, Jackie?
Yes, I am.
Yes, very good. Right, she's told me to watch what I'm doing, stop driving around and stop crashing. So we'll get on the road and we'll do a bit of that. So are you really impressed?
Yes.
Yes, she is. What about you guys in the back?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we'll catch up with you when we're at the Snappies. See ya! What are you saying?
Nothing.
Jackie's complaining about all my YouTube and... Ow! You can see that.
Well, stop talking to me
Look.
about me like that.
Look,
Put me as the bad one, not on the YouTube.
Ow! That's battery. All right, so here we are at Malcolm Douglas Croc Farm. We'll just turn into here. So the Malcolm Douglas Wilderness Wildlife Park. Jackie's just
I haven't
squinting
been here
her
for like
nose.
30 years.
Haven't you? Right. So there's a few people in here,
Oh,
but
there's a big crocodile at the front.
we'll park up and we'll get inside.
Photo time.
He's got fish. He's got a fish on him. Fish on. So what do you reckon, Mitch?
I'll take it out.
Take it home? Put it in the bath, you reckon?
Like a sketch
Yeah, wow, yeah.
The size of the ones was prehistoric, up to 20 metres, and the one was 20 tonnes.
Yeah, they're big.
No difference with the tiny.
Yeah.
Gonna get you, Mitch. What happened, Mads? So how long do you reckon that one is? Mitch, go get your tape and measure the croc.
So, welcome to Malcolm Douglas Crocodile Park. I'm Fraser. I'll be doing the tour, and we'll do it a bit different. We'll have a quick look at these gators. They're not that exciting. They're American. That's true. And then we'll go and have a look at those freshwater crocs. They're pretty well shut off now. It's coming on winter, so they're not going to eat that much for us, but you get to see a few. Then we're going to go up into aisle 5. You'll see what I mean when you get to aisle 5. Don't put your hands or feet through those bars. Don't lean over like that on those back crocs. Like I said, these are only American, don't worry about them. But the crocodiles, they can jump, 1.5, 2 metres. These fences aren't quite 2 metres. Don't want to get, injured. So those of you with the offerings, that's these little ones. That one, those two there's a double nugget there.
They're ready, mate.
Yeah. Anything under 5 foot, just watch around the fences, because when we get to those back row crocs, they take a lot of interest in the little kids. There's 25, 26 crocodilians, and they include like gharials, caimans, alligators, various different crocodiles, including the saltwater crocodile. But these are only a distant cousin from true crocodiles. True crocodiles, they've normally got that V-shaped head, and you'll see the teeth exposed, especially the 3rd, 4th ones back. You always see them sticking out the side. They only live around 70, 80 years, whereas our crocodiles well over 100. And these were saved. These were snuck into Sydney by some dork when they were 2 days old. They just hatched out and they were destined for the illegal reptile trade in Australia. They were caught at the airport. Customs was going to gas or euthanise the whole lot of them. And Malcolm found out, and he put his hand up to build a pond here for them. In the States, they're used extensively for their skin and for the meat, for Cajun meat. He looks very hungry, that bloke. They don't crawl like a crocodile. They get up and they do a high walk. You see it quite often in the States. There's kids at school. We terrify our kids on a little pony ride for $1 each, going around in a circle. Well, there they put them on these bigger than him, and they put little reins on them and a cowboy hat on the kid and let them have a little ride around for an hour, for $1. Once they get up to past 3 metres, they are a killer. The pumps, we have 2 big pumps. They run 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We've got 2 bore heads at the back here. The whole park's built on an angle, on a slope, and the water starts up the top ponds and works its way down. The reason we got the duckweed is when it gets in the 40 degrees mark out here, the water becomes like too tepid, too hot. So that's like a thermal blanket on it, and it sort of helps filter the water, keeps it clean. There's never been a known fatality with a freshwater croc. He's not big enough. That's a half size, probably a full-size female. The bigger ones back there, they're males, normally about 2.5 metres. If you're going to do any of the gorges up here, like Winjana Gorge, Geeky Gorge, Tunnel Creek, any of those places, you're going to come across hundreds and hundreds of these everywhere you go. If they're not in the river, don't go near the water, because it means a mine site's been there or somebody and the water's filthy. He won't go in there in rubbish water. So if he's there, you know you're going to get a barramundi or you're going to get some sort of fish, shellfish, and the water's reasonably clean. Anybody who gets attacked by one of these, complains about a bite, ask what they were doing, because this is how dangerous they are. If you got bitten, you must have been doing some selfie or, something, because there's no way he's going to bite you. If he did bite you, it's going to be the same as a dog bite. nothing to get excited about. He can't pull you in the water, he can't rip the limbs off, anything like that. He's got that long skinny mouth. The main thing he eats are insects, little frogs, tiny little darter fish, just all small things. That's why it's got those little teeth. That is like 2 or 3 days' food. So they don't eat very much at all. But yeah, don't ever be scared of them. Looking at the kids, like I told you. So if you go camping, always borrow your neighbour's kids. Leave yours at home. The last attack on a camper up here, well, I don't know if you heard about it, was only 2 weeks ago. It was just up the coast here, a short drive. And that's why we tell everybody, if you do go camping in the bush up here, up this way, anywhere here and north of us, that's why we sleep on the roofs of our car. That's the whole idea, having the racks up the top, you know. Anybody they've got I bet you they had an esky full of fresh mud crabs, a couple of fresh fish, and that thing's walked over 100 metres to come up to follow the smell. The area they were in was all basically mud flats and creeks, like mangrove creeks. So it's prime crocodile area, and the hint might have been the area next to it called Crocodile Creek. But it's very hard to tell Gen Z anything. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. They don't chew any food. Those 64 teeth, 66, some have teeth that he's born with, are only there to kill things, hang on to them, put them, tear them apart. Everything goes down his gullet in one piece. So if I was to feed him a nice little pig, he would throw it around till it was head first, so it was long ways, and then try and get the whole thing down in one swallow. But then something like a small pig, he won't have to eat till at least Christmas. Big crocs, a couple of times a year is plenty for them to eat. He's a bit of a problem. And we gave him a new fence. That was last year. He broke out the old fence and we caught him over the other side there. And then he tried to get out again. And so that's his thing. So I don't trust him, that's why I'm not going in. What he does, he waits for us to walk down there, then he'll get in behind us. And you've got to work out how to come. That's his little girlfriend there, one of two. Yeah, that's one of two. And he learnt this trick about 2 years ago. We had a new guy and he came out of that little pond and he fed him, and he did it again and he fed him again. So now it's become a pattern. We used to only feed him when he came out of the water. He's a jumping crocodile. He can jump like clean over these without any effort. So when we go in, you see he's got his feet behind him now like a cat, those back feet. And that tail's pretty straight. If that tail was on the ground, we'd be shutting this down because he can launch. He can launch at least his body length. So that's 4 metres, nearly 4 metres. Well, I said, watch where your collions are. So things went really well for about 12 years, 14 years. And then we start to notice a few missing toes, a few scars on their heads, a bit of fighting. The boys were just getting to that age, you know, the same as us, 14, 15. We realised we'd made a mistake. What we had in here was 60 boys and 10 girls. And those boys let us know who the girls were pretty quick. So it started off the normal natural river situation where the biggest one takes control of the river. That'll be this guy here. He's twice the size of the others, exactly the same age, and he lives in the best spot in the lake, right in front of the gate where the food comes in. Out of those 10 girls, he's got 2. And he keeps them in that little bit of water there, and he won't let them talk to anybody. Over on the other side, there's another big fella. There. And he's got 2 girls that he keeps for him under the tree. So that leaves 6 girls between the other 58. Just like any nightclub, come midnight, game on. Those girls never miss out on getting pregnant, not 1 year. But the hardest part in this lake's collecting the eggs. There's no safe way to do it. We have to, what we call, walk the lake. There'll be 2 or 3 of us, and all we use is sticks. We don't use any rifles here. Guns and water are a very bad thing. So we just quietly walk around, find those nests, and retrieve the eggs before they hatch.
So it's not a bad tour that they put on out here. They're showing us around the alligators, freshwater crocs, saltwater crocs. They've got a good setup. Lots of information about it all. It looks pretty well run. The crocs look like they're well looked after and everything as well. So they're doing a good job out here, and they're going out rescuing crocs and relocations and stuff like that. So that was the Malcolm Douglas Croc Farm. And Owen, the guy that we rescued the other day, he's not here. He's out fishing because it's a long weekend. That's about right for a young bloke, isn't it? Be out fishing while everybody else is working. So what do you think of the big snappies, Jack?
Yep, there are lots there.
There's lots.
They're all rescued ones,
They were rescued.
which is good.
Yeah, that's good.
Where they're being killed.
Yeah, and the alligators from America were caught on the plane. Crocs on the plane. So there you go. Anyway, that was our crocodile experience I thought it was pretty good. Lots of chickens fed, wasn't there? Lots of Coles chickens.
Coles chickens.
Yeah.
Chickens for Coles.
Yep. I'll watch the road a little bit, stay on the black bits. Give me my mic back out of your hair. Stop moving your hair, you rat bag. We gave her a mic and she didn't know. It's fun. This one's our Camel. I think he needs a dentist. What are you doing? Are you on a camel?
Yeah.
We're riding camels. Well, hates a pack.
On a camel.
Alright, so that was our sunset camel ride. Thanks to Maddie and Hayley.
Is boss
There's our one,
last?
this one here.
Yep.
He enjoyed the carrots.
Right.
When you get off the camels, you can't walk. I cramped out as waiting to get off. But they've got their night lights on now. Little light night lights are flashing, and they'll go down the road. This one's got the tail light on.